хозяин должен слышать шаги.
Сталин любил простоту. Кровать заправлена простым солдатским одеялом.
Крыло Сталина и его семьи и замкнутый колодец, видите?
Да.
Дача смысл потеряла. Место-то выбирали не случайно.
Secret place. Hello guys! New video and new interesting topic. And I continue to inform you with very interesting places in Sochi. If you don't know, Sochi is kind of summer capital of Russia. So if you are going there one day, my videos will help you a lot. In my previous videos about Sochi, I have already told you about Big Sochi, about Rosa Hutor and Krasnaya Polyana, about Sky Park, about amazing abandoned sanatorium in Sochi. And today we will visit another interesting place, Stalin's dacha. If you're first time on my channel, my name is Natalia and my channel is about Russia. I make videos about Russia, Russian cities, Russian people, and what is so important, I try to show you Russia not only through my eyes, but through foreigners' eyes, through Russians' eyes, to let you know different views on my country. So welcome to my channel and let's start our journey to Stalin's dacha. If you're in Sochi and want to get to this place by public transport, you need to take a bus and go to the stop which is called Зеленая роща. Then walk a couple of meters straight and you will see this sign. This is the name of the sanatorium Зеленая роща. Go this way. You need to go to the very top. Walk for about 15 minutes and always uphill. Guys, we came to Stalin's dacha. I never been here before, so it's my first time. And I will show you this place. Soon we will be there. I came here in September. The temperature outside around 30 degrees. So if you want to travel to Russia in autumn, so it's a good chance to catch the sun and summer in Russia. And it's a very cool place to visit. On the way look for signs, but better to use the navigator on your phone. I don't know which way should I go. Yes, the navigator is the best choice. If you go by car or taxi, then you will come right to the entrance of the dacha. So friends, we are at Stalin's biggest dacha. It was built in 1936, and before we go inside, let's talk about the whole complex. In 1951, by order of Stalin, the dacha was enlarged. Until 1951, the dacha was much smaller. Look, first here was this part of the building, and this part. Stalin's part, and that's it. There was nothing else. The only thing here was a separate building with a cinema and a billiard room. We will go there later. In 1949, Stalin turned 70. Guests arrived, but there were no places to accommodate them. What was there before 1951? To the left of the cypress, the first window is the doctor's office. The next three windows are Paskrebushev's room. He was personal secretary of Stalin. The kitchen was on the first floor. This part of the building was for the security officers, who ensured the safety of the leader. This part was for Stalin and his family. As you can see, there were no rooms for guests. In 1951, the dacha was enlarged, and 6 guest rooms were built. What happened after this reconstruction? Do you see a bell? No airflow. The dacha was lost its meaning, but the place was chosen not accidentally. Miron Merzhanov attracts specialists to find the best place for this dacha. The dacha was built at an altitude of 160 meters above sea level, the most comfortable height for a person. The air temperature is 4 to 5 degrees lower than in Sochi, and the humidity is lower too. It was very comfortable for Stalin. Stalin had 18 dachas in the USSR, but he used only 5 of them, 2 in Moscow, 2 in Abkhazia, and this dacha in Sochi. Stalin spent a lot of time at our dacha from 1936 to 1950. He was here from August to October, but of course he was not here during the Great Patriotic War. Now we are going to a building built specifically for Stalin and his family. Entrance doors. These doors have not changed since 1936. Solid oak, bronze handles, bronze locks, glass is a mountain mineral, 8 mm. No protective function, just a decorative element. There were no carpets anywhere. Directive of the head of the security service Nikolai Vlasik, leader must hear footsteps. Walls, ceiling, floor have not changed since 1936. Now let's go to Stalin's study. What is interesting? Look, this is the second emergency entrance. Stalin used this door even more often than the main entrance. There was no lawn, but there was a staircase, and the leader went straight to his study. Break room. Here Stalin played chess and ate after the pool. Swimming pool is there. Chess is original. Stalin played this chess. They have been restored. This is a gramophone of 1947. Stalin loved music, classics, folk songs. In that time, no paintings, no bus here. Directly from Stalin's office, we can get into the pool. During the Stalin's era, everything here was decorated with wood. Only in 1973, according to the requirements, the sanatorium changed the wood to the tile. The pool was open until 1951. There were no walls, no windows, no ceiling. The pool is original, but back then it was decorated with wood. Inside? Yes, like a font, bok oak. The pool was filled with seawater. The staff knew how much time Stalin spent in the pool. When Stalin went out, changed his clothes, they brought him food. Stalin was absolutely not picky about food. But there was one main requirement. He should have fresh herbs, vegetables, nuts and cheese. A few words about this staircase. Architect Mirzhanov had taken into account Stalin's height, joint problems, and made these steps a couple of centimeters lower than standard ones, thereby relieving stress of the knee joints. And pay attention to the balusters, railings. It's made of solid oak, made to last centuries. Amazing. Why there are no such quality nowadays? Now we are going to the room of Stalin's son. All bedrooms were small. This is a balcony. All balconies were open. During Stalin's time, it was an amazing view from here. The trees were cut down in such a way that the coastline was visible. The view was amazing. But if you look at the dacha from below, then thanks to the trees and the color of the dacha, it was not visible. The color of the dacha was chosen not accidentally. Miron Mirzhanov chose this color because the dacha is located in a forest zone. In this color, the dacha completely merges with the surrounding landscape, and it's not visible from any position. Correct. So interesting. When you go to Stalin's dacha, you can see the dacha only when you are already a couple of meters from the gate. Or look at these shoots. It's just incredible how the building merges with nature. This facade is called as fur coat. It's sand with cement, but Mirzhanov added shell rock, broken glass. Look how it shines. Also metal shavings and chromium oxide, and gave a guarantee for a fur coat for 100 years. And this is an eternity for the Sochi climate. Now we are going to the fireplace room. Meetings, celebrations and friendly gatherings were held here. Pay attention to the ceiling. Why is it made like an arch? So Stalin spoke very quietly and with a great accent, but it was impossible not to hear the leader. That is why Mirzhanov made an arch ceiling, because the arch amplifies sound effect and people could hear Stalin well. Next, look at the fireplace. The fireplace is original since 1936. Bronze are everywhere. Look inside. It's so well made. The fireplace is still works. Unbelievable. The only thing is that the marble has turned yellow over time. And now we are going to the cinema. There we will find all the original things that have survived from that time. Stalin loved films. Almost all films before the war were reviewed by Stalin. He loved such films as Volga-Volga, Charlie Chaplin. He watched film Chipaev many times. Do you see small windows? This is the place for the projector. Here was a canvas and the leader watched films. Did he do it alone or not? With family, with children. His daughter Svetlana often watched films with him. Stalin had an unusual work schedule. He worked at night. He almost never woke up before 12. He had breakfast at 2 p.m., lunch at 6 or 7 p.m. He was a night owl. Please know that at that time this table was located in the fireplace room. This buffet was in the bedroom of Stalin's daughter Svetlana. This is Stalin's work table. Sample of Stalin's handwriting. By the way, this is a letter about the demolition of the Sukharev Tower in Moscow. This writing set was presented by Mao Zedong, the leader of China, for the 70th anniversary of Stalin. Here we have 2 candlesticks, 2 ink pots, a bell, a barometer, an ashtray, a fountain pen cleaner, a paperweight, and this is for a matchbox. Stalin had problems with his hand. Mao Zedong knew about it and showed friendly concern. The leader pulled out matches from the matchbox, put the box here, and could easily light his famous pipe with one hand. This is standard bed for the time. Considering that Stalin worked at night, the beds could be located in any of the rooms where he worked. There were several pillows on the bed and Stalin slept half-sitting, reclining. Back problems, spine. This is the cloak of Nikolai Vlasik, the chief of the leader's security. An absolutely devoted person. This sofa was custom-made. The backrest of the sofa are higher than the standard ones. When the leader was sitting down on the sofa, he was not visible from 3 sides. The sofa is stuffed with horsehair, which is very tightly intertwined. I will explain. Most likely this sofa was in a gazebo on the street and was turned with its back to the sea. The only place from which anyone could see that Stalin was sitting on the sofa was the courtyard. But courtyard was a safe place. The hypothetical attack was only possible from the sea. So the sofa stood with its back to the sea. This is the work table of Alexander Paskrebyshev, Stalin's personal secretary. Paskrebyshev had one amazing ability. He always knew when the leader would come. Everyone looked at Paskrebyshev. As soon as he got out from his seat, after 5 to 10 minutes, the leader entered. Probably he knew Stalin's steps and heard them. We are in the billiard room. This table has been standing since the construction of the dacha. The table was made in 1902. It's 118 years old. The base of the table is granite slabs. Its weight is 1.2 tons. Classic table for playing Russian billiards. You can also see Stalin's billiard cue here. It was made especially for Stalin. Stalin believed that the heavier the cue, the more accurate the blow. and it was filled with about 700 grams of lead. It's very heavy. Stalin held this billiard cue in his hands. Although Stalin himself did not play billiards very well, he did not like when people deliberately lost a game.
А я так понимаю, что подыгрывали ему все.
Yeah, there are many legends about this topic. The security officers kept a diary where they noted each game. They analyzed each game, and then, in the evening, they drew lots. Who will accidentally meet Stalin and play with him? They planned the game in such way that it would be lost at the very last moment, with a great tension. Moreover, the games were not supposed to be alike. That is why they kept a diary where they marked the games. It was a serious strategy. Although they could beat him in 5 to 10 minutes.
А вот паркет это еще с того времени?
Yes, everything from that time.
Качество, конечно, безукоризненное. Это удивительно.
Listen, this is 1936. I am just shocked.
Просто я в восторге. Вот делали на века, да?
Yes. What else can you find here? Here you can buy souvenirs with the symbols of the leader. On the territory there is a tea house where you can buy water, coffee, tea. Next there is a place where you can relax, listen to the audio guide, which is broadcast every 20 minutes.
Предлагаем вам прослушать аудиоэкскурсию по основным достопримечательностям нашего туристического объекта.
My conclusion: I personally visited this place with great interest. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope it was useful information for you. So if you want to join my channel, don't forget to hit the bell to have notifications from YouTube. This is very important because unfortunately most subscribers don't have notifications about my new videos on YouTube. See you soon, guys!